most popular sports in Ireland, and I'm sure its future is as bright as the future of the country is, because of course, despite the fact we're going through difficult times, I have no difficulty at all that we'll come through. And in conclusion, as I say, I'm very honoured and delighted to be here. I'd like to say that I was delighted that the Leinster rugby team in the Heineken Cup final, in honour of the Queen, went easy on Northampton in the first half, but I'm also delighted with back to business as usual in the second half. So thank you very much indeed.
We have the best of order for the main man himself, or one of the main men himself, after an unbelievable achievement, as you can see here, describes himself, Pat Griffin.
It's a lot easier to write than it is to face you people in court. The history records the past, and regardless of whether somebody is mentioned or not, they have contributed to the past, and they must be pleased. I think in London we have a very special place in the GAA, because I always claim that a fellow Whiteside was one of the main men behind the foundation of the GAA, although it doesn't appear officially. And it is appropriate that this fellow countryman should be here on this occasion. The man I speak of is Michael Jackson. And he played a big part behind the scenes of the formation of the GAA. And I am convinced that he was the man who brought the other two patrons together, Dr. Coke and Charles Stu Parnell. It was a very special friend of Dr. Coke. He dined with him every Christmas Day. It was something very special. And of course, he paved the way by founding the Land League, because it was the Land League what the British government in Ireland, more than any other, more than any party, more than anything else that took place, because they allowed the ordinary working people to claim ownership of their land. And there's a little story that happened, and it happened in a place called Ballyferriter. And it just illustrates how you can never pick the people down. And I mean, the only time they meet was after Mass, maybe to the appropriate completion after Mass Eve. But what the police had come to break up the meeting with their batons and whatnot, which they were doing. So the leader of the Land League in Ballyferriter come out of the church and he seen the police, and he said to the crowd, "Follow me." So they walked down to the seaside, they jumped in the little boat that Cork they had, and they rowed out in the middle of the bay. And they had a meeting outside in the bay. And that was the last time they tried to break up a Land League meeting. In London, hurling goes way back. I've seen reference to hurling 400 years ago in London. And I'm convinced of one thing, that a lot of Irish people play hurling in the British Army, but there's nothing right from telling not to go to. Why did it take so long to get the GAA going in London after it was founded in 1884? Why? The problems were many. Eventually it was the influx of Irish workers into the civil service, and the postal service especially. And it was the biggest mistake the British ever made, because the young men that come 16, 17 and 18 look to the people that the spirit that was necessary. It finished up in 1922 with freedom for 20. Because many of them went home, they were spread around the country, they knew how to contact each other, and they took it from there. It's a great feeling on behalf of the GAA in London that within its ranks it produced such great men, good GAA men and great Irish. And it was totally committed to Irish games and culture. And without the culture, the games would never have survived. The following of Smith, the following the Gaelic Hearts Association, because one of the best things they ever did was they catered for couple games, because hurling and football as separate would never survive. Hurling wasn't played throughout the country, football was. It was a very cool game at the time, but it has developed to be a great game. But without the two working together, and without the Irish culture in the background, GAA would never have survived, would never have grown. And it was very disappointing the other week to read that a former player who was called suggested that, that GAA should concentrate on hurling and football and that other forms of culture take care of each other. That hopefully would never happen. I'm not going to detain you as you've got all the information there, and if I tell you too much, you might invite a book. John Mason would be disappointed if we didn't all buy the book. I'd like to thank, it was my own family who travelled over here for this occasion. It was a bit of a surprise, but nothing surprises me anymore. I thought I was the wild one in the family, but and I've also got some neighbours of mine from home from a little place called this Ford. We have produced some great Irishmen too. I'd like to thank you all for the 10 years. I'd like to thank all of you who did say the last great 17. I'd like to thank you for being here on behalf of us all. I don't think at this point I want to say any more, but it has been a great privilege and it's a great feeling to have fulfilled something. And I'd like to say, the cover was designed by a great Irish historian, Gaelic Hearts, and I'd like to thank him. Thank you all, and send the book to people that help me. I'm not going to go over the ground again, but I made a mark of it today.
Thank you very much, need we say any more? At this juncture, I would ask Father to just bless the book before we ask our own draw Tuffa David to run the sale.
Okay, so let's say a prayer. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Our Father, who art in heaven,